Hey everybody, my name's Don, and I was in Jesse's very first coaching group back a couple of years ago. And I thought I'd take a minute and tell you a little bit about my story because it might help some others who are just trying to get started. You know, in the copywriting training world, they always promote this idea of 6 figures. You're going to earn 6 figures as a copywriter, you know. And some people do. That's great. That's a good thing. Not everybody's going to earn that much, and probably not starting out either. And the thing is, that's not what motivates everybody. That wasn't really what motivated me. I wasn't looking for a specific goal in income per se. I just wanted to change careers. I was tired of what I was doing, and I wanted to make a change. And so that's what appealed to me. Now, the interesting thing is my background was about as non-online and non-writing as you could get. I was a drywall and painting contractor, and I've been in that trade for about 30 years, about the last 18 as a self-employed contractor. And it's not like I hated it or anything like that. I just felt like that was enough. I was ready to get out of it. You know, you're always working in somebody else's house and you're dusty and have paint on your hands and everything. And I thought, you know, I want to work in my house and be clean and comfortable most of the time. What a concept, huh? You know? So I just wanted to make a change. So about 5 or 6 years ago, I started studying copywriting, started taking the courses, and you know, I did study. I took a lot of courses. I spent a lot of money. I took probably more than I needed to, but you know, you want to get off to a good start, so I really went for it. But coming from my background, as you can imagine, I had no connections, I had no former workmates, I had no work experience in the online world or the writing world, so I had not much to go on, no leads, you could say, to start. And so it did make it pretty difficult. And so I wasn't getting very far. Well, a friend of mine from one of my classes told me about Jesse, that he was starting up this group. And at first I thought, another course, you know, I wasn't too interested. But this was different. It wasn't about copywriting. It was about how to get work. And so Jesse assumed you already knew copywriting or whatever your freelance trade or skill was going to be. He assumed you already knew that. This was specifically about how to get work. So I thought I'd give it a try. And I'm glad I did, because not too long after I started attending we had weekly training sessions and a daily course that you had a video to watch and some homework to do. And not long after I started that, I started to get jobs. And it was great because each week you would get to talk about what efforts you made, and he could give you some feedback as far as did you try this or did you say that, and so on. Also, something that I thought was really good was we did practice sessions on the calls, as far as we pretended, one of us would pretend to be the client, and we would do phone calls. And that's a big thing, because a lot of us are, especially starting out, you're very leery about talking to a client on the phone. You think, what am I going to say? Am I going to sound like a phony, you know? And so doing that gave us some confidence. And really, confidence was probably one of the biggest things, because once you start getting some jobs, then you gain all this confidence. You know what you can do. You know you're able to fulfill the contract and do the jobs. And that confidence comes across in your writing, and especially in your voice when you're on the phone with a client. So that in itself will get you more work. So if you're considering taking Jesse's training, I very much recommend it. And if you're already skilled but you're just having trouble getting started, I'd say go for it. And you know, part of it is going into UPWORK, which that's by no means his only method of getting work, but I was very skeptical about that too. At first I'd heard nothing but bad things about UPWORK, but yet there's some great clients on there. I started to get jobs on there, and if you hate UPWORK, you know, later you can get work anywhere, but you'll already have some experience, and you'll have a head start, and you'll have at least some money in your pocket. So it's a good thing. So I recommend you check it out if this sounds like it would fit you.